Okay, so now we'll talk about how to plug in the numbers that are indicated by the measurement of the lengths of each side into the Pythagorean theorem. The reason why we might use this Pythagorean theorem, which tells us that if you square the length of this side and you add it to the square of the length of this side, it will equal the square of the length of this side. That's what that formula is telling us. Why we might use that formula is that maybe we're not given the measurements of all three sides, and we want to figure out what is the measurement of one of the sides, and you could actually solve for that missing side. But for now, I'm going to show you how to plug in the numbers into the formula when you do have all measurements, just to show you how it works. So in a right triangle, and we're going to say that this is our right angle, and because this is the side that is opposite that right angle, this is going to be the hypotenuse, which means that this is going to have to be C. Hypotenuse in this formula is always referred to by C. So we already know that C equals 5. Okay, so that tells me that already I can do this. A squared plus B squared equals C equals 5. C squared is what I have to put here, so I'll put 5 squared. Now A and B really can be either this side A, it can be 3 and B equals 4, or you can reverse it and you can say this is B and this is A. It doesn't really matter because in the end you're just adding the two squares of both sides, and you can reverse the order in which you add them. It doesn't matter. So let's just say I'm going to say A equals 4 and B equals 3. Then I just need to plug in 3 and 4 in for A and B in this formula. So now I'll do that in a new color. So I'll say A equals 4. That means I need to put 4 squared, looking at this, plus B equals 3. So I'm going to put 3 squared. I just substitute in for that, equals 5 squared. Now I'm going to take this over to the next page to write it just to show you how I'd solve it. So 4 squared plus 3 squared equals 5 squared. And now I need to square these numbers. So 4, in order to find out if I have a balanced equation. So 4 squared equals 16, because that's the same thing as 4 times 4. And then 3 squared is the same thing as 3 times 3, so that's 9. And then 5 squared is the same thing as 5 times 5, which is 25. And indeed, if I add 16 and 9, I will get 25 equals 25. So what I have just shown here is that this is a balanced equation, and this formula does work. A squared plus B squared equals C squared. And I did give accurate measurements. These are lengths of a right triangle that would work and would make this equation true.